Hey guys, welcome to EduTap. I hope each of you is happy, healthy, and fine and taking very good care of yourself. I'm your mentor Veer, and this is the third video from our newly launched series, especially focusing on the government scheme. But guys, before starting our today's video, I would like to take up the doubts you were raising over the YouTube platform. So guys, one of the doubt that has been raised is that I started directly from the lecture number 20. Where are the other lectures from 1 to 19? So guys, the thing is, earlier Ritika ma'am used to take the lectures on the government scheme, and those lectures were, we can say, more focused towards the MCQ, or we were covering the government schemes through the MCQs. But now after the lecture 20, I started taking the government schemes, and the changes that we have brought is that our schemes will be not only covered through the MCQs but also through the descriptive way. The second question that was raised over the YouTube was, sir, where do we find the PPT? Guys, if you want our PPT on these government schemes, you can easily get it through our Telegram group, the link of which you can find in the description box. One more thing that I would like to mention here, guys, is that we will also be providing an additional document which will be covering more schemes in a more comprehensive way, because due to time constraint it will be very difficult to cover each and every scheme through this video means. And this document will be available to the students who will subscribe to our course. Now, when I'm talking about the courses, guys, here are the courses that we are offering at the EduTap. You can subscribe to our RBI Grade B course, the SEBI Grade A course, as well as the NABARD Grade A course. Guys, if you want to subscribe for more than one course, you can choose it from the combos that we are offering. Moreover, you can download our app from the Google Play Store, as well as you can reach out to our online platform, that is www.edutap.co.in. So guys, it's now time to start our scheme for the day. So guys, before starting the scheme, I would like to show you two pictures so that you can relate or you can guess in the meantime that which scheme we're gonna start up today. So let's start with our first picture. The first picture is a woman carrying the water over her head, and there is a lot of dryness behind her. That means if we see there is a lot of scarcity of water, all the trees are dry and all those. But when we see the second picture, there is a woman and there is ample of water, especially coming out from a functional tap resource. Moreover, it is within her household domain. So guys, if you can guess that this scheme what we're gonna cover up today, yes, you have guessed it correctly. We're gonna cover up today the Jal Jeevan Mission. Guys, this is another important news, and it is highly new. We can say daily news is from the past few months if we analyze our different resources over the internet. So guys, without wasting any time, let's get started. Guys, this mission was launched in the year August 2019. So the first question that can be framed from the introduction itself, that this Jal Jeevan mission was introduced in which of the following year? It is 2019. And there are certain additional information regarding the background of the Jal Jeevan mission. So let us see, guys. So the first program that was focusing on the rural water supply was launched by the central government in the year of 1972 and named as Accelerated Rural Water Supply Program. This program was renamed as National Rural Drinking Water Program, guys, in the year of 2009, and this has been merged with the current Jal Jeevan mission. So this is about the small, we can say, background regarding the Jal Jeevan mission. So what we have discussed the launching year of the Jal Jeevan mission as well as a small background. Now we'll take up the objective of Jal Jeevan mission. Guys, I always emphasizes more on the objective, especially from the phase 2 point of view, and you can see the expression of our emoji. He is very much serious regarding the objective. So guys, the objective of Jal Jeevan mission is to provide piped water supply to all rural households by 2024. So guys, this year is really important. The question can be asked that under the Jal Jeevan mission, it is promised to provide piped water supply by the end of which year? It is 2024. Really crucial from our exam point of view. Now there are some additional key features related to the Jal Jeevan mission, guys. So the first feature of Jal Jeevan Mission is the convergence with the central and state government schemes. So guys, if there is any scheme working regarding the rural water supply management, then this scheme can be merged with that as well. Then the second key feature is the creation. It leads to the creation of local infrastructure for rainwater harvesting, groundwater recharge, management of household wastewaters. This household wastewater is also termed as grey water. And the third is integrated demand and supply side management of water supply at the local level. So guys, these are the key features regarding the Jal Jeevan Mission. So till now what we have discussed, we have discussed the introduction part, objective, as well as some key features related with the Jal Jeevan Mission. Now we take up the important static facts regarding the Jal Jeevan Mission. So first of that is the funding pattern. Guys, questions can be asked on the funding pattern. So the funding pattern is that the share of expenses at the between the center and the state will be 90 to 10%. For the Himalayan and northeastern states, 50-50 for the other states, and 100% will be borne by the central government for union territories. So guys, this is an important static fact regarding the exam. The another important fact and the most crucial fact, even I can say that, is that the Jal Jeevan Mission emphasizes supply of 55 liter of water per person per day to every rural household through function household tap connections. So this is a really important fact. So question can be asked that under the Jal Jeevan Mission, how much liter of water has been promised? So it is 55 liters of water per person per day. So guys, that were the important static facts regarding the Jal Jeevan Mission. Now we'll take up the implementing agencies regarding the mission. So at the national level, there is a national level Jal Jeevan Mission. Then there is state water and sanitary mission. At the district level, there is different authorities. Now the most important, or we can say the agency which is highly crucial from our exam point of view, is the grassroots level agency or Gram Panchayat or its subcommittee. These subcommittees are also termed as Pani Samitis. Guys, you might have came across this term a lot of times. So we will take up these agencies in a separate slide. So guys, these agencies, we can say the Gram Panchayat or its subcommittee, which is also termed as Pani Samitis, plays a dominating role in planning, implementation, management, operation and maintenance of in-village water supply infrastructure. So at the grassroots level, who is responsible? Either the Gram Panchayat or its subcommittee, which is termed as Pani Samiti. Who will decide that? Who will we can say the monitor or do all these jobs? This decision is taken by the Gram Sabha. So either Gram Sabha will appoint the Gram Panchayat to take care of the planning implementation of Jal Jeevan Mission at the village level, or they can even appoint a dedicated subcommittee which is also known as Pani Samiti. So when we are talking about the Pani Samiti, let's see what is the composition of this Pani Samiti. Guys, I mentioned the term as subcommittee, but this is also known as Pani Samiti. So who will be the head of Pani Samiti? The head could be the Sarpanch, the Up Sarpanch, or we can say Up Sarpanch, or any other person who is being appointed by the Gram Sabha as the head of this Pani Samiti. So guys, we have already discussed who will be the head of this Pani Samiti. Then the composition comprises of 10 to 15 members. And out of this 10 to 15 members, 25% will be the elected members from the Gram Panchayat. 50% will be the women. So guys, this is an important fact that how much importance this Jal Jeevan Mission is giving to the women, because they have a key role in regard to the water management. And the remaining 25% will be the weaker sections of the village. They could be SC, STs or any other as decided by the Gram Sabha. So guys, this is the composition of Pani Samiti at the village level. Then the tenure of this Pani Samiti is 2 to 3 years, and they can be reconstituted during the Jal Jeevan Mission implementation period. So guys, this is about the we can say the implementing agencies at the grassroots level. Either the implementation is done by the Gram Panchayat or any of the subcommittee which is also termed as Pani Samiti. We have talked about the head, who will be the head composition and the tenure of this Pani Samiti, and this decision will be taken up by the Gram Sabha of the respective village. Now guys, another important fact regarding this grassroots level implementing agency is that every village will prepare a village action plan, which will have the three components, that is water source and its maintenance, water supply, and the grey water. I already mentioned about the grey water, that is the domestic wastewater. So guys, this village action plan will be compiled and submitted at the district level. Then they will prepare the district level plan, then at the state level plan. So all these are things, but we need to remember the facts regarding the grassroots level, that is the village level, from our exam point of view. So guys, that is about the different implementing agencies. Now the most important part, that is the key takeaway from the news. So guys, we have tried to cover all the important facts regarding the Jal Jeevan Mission till date. So as I was telling you in the while starting this current video, that our students who will subscribe to our course will get the additional document in which the complete compilation regarding the current affairs will be provided. So guys, the first key takeaway from the news is about the budgetary allocation. Guys, I already mentioned in the previous videos like that this budgetary allocation is highly crucial from our exam point of view, from the phase 1 as well as phase 2 point of view. So the budgetary allocation for the Jal Jeevan Mission is rupees 11,500 crores for the current year. The total allocation for the Jal Jeevan Mission till 2024 is rupees 3.6 lakh crores. So this is the second takeaway from the current affairs. Now guys, recently the government has launched a 100-day campaign on the 2nd October 2020. So guys, a question can be asked that 100-day campaign has been launched by which ministry, or by which is launched under which mission. So all these facts are important. So this is this 100-day campaign has been launched on 2nd October to make provision for assured pipe water supply in schools, Anganwadi centers, and ashram shalas. So guys, these are the important key takeaways from the news, but there are some additional facts as well. That Goa is the first state to have 100% functional household tap connections. So question can be asked, which of the following state is the first to achieve the target under the Jal Jeevan Mission? It is Goa. Though there might be some other states who can achieve the target before our exam, but we need to refer the current affairs. If you do not want to go into that, you can refer to our document. Then the last fact regarding the important takeaway from the news is, guys, that during the launch of the mission in August 2019, only 3.2 crore households were used to have the tap connection, and out of 18.93 crores. That means almost 83% of the rural households do not have tapped connection, and to provide the tapped connection to them till 2024, almost 85,000 tap connections has to be provided daily. But the current government is putting a lot of effort in collaboration with the state governments, and they are providing almost 1 lakh connections per day. This is the data which has been provided by the government. So guys, this is the point from which the question can be framed also. So guys, we have learned a lot about the Jal Jeevan Mission today. Now we will take up the few questions so that you can revise the scheme, and it will give you a confidence that now I know the Jal Jeevan Mission to the depth. So guys, our first question says that which ministry, or we can say the Jal Jeevan Mission comes under which ministry? So the answer is Ministry of Jal Shakti. Now the second question is, guys, the launching year of the Jal Jeevan Mission. We have already taken up this point multiple times. The August 2019. All rural households to be provided by the functional household tap connections by which year? 2024. Then the women representatives in Pani Samiti. There has to be 50% of women in the Pani Samitis. Then the first state with 100% functional household tap connection, I already discussed this, it is Goa. Then the budgetary allocation for the year 2020-21 is 11,500 crores. And the total allocation for the Jal Jeevan Mission is 3.6 lakh crores. Then the Jal Jeevan Mission emphasizes how many liters of water, guys? 55 liters of water per day per person in the rural household. Now guys, there is a special committee which you can find mentioned regarding the Jal Jeevan Mission. It is the state level scheme sanctioning committee. So the role of this committee is to provide the technical advice, moreover to approve the projects which have to be carried out under the Jal Jeevan Mission. Suppose you are selecting the villages under the Jal Jeevan Mission, so who will select those villages and what are the projects that have been carried out? It is this state level, we can say state level sanctioning committee, SLSSC. Guys, even the full form of acronym is important from our phase 1 point of view. So this is about this special committee. I mentioned it because you might came across while referring the government sources. Now the last question about the Jal Jeevan Mission is the current rate of functional household tap connections under the Jal Jeevan Mission. Current rate of providing the connections, guys. I missed that term. So the answer is 1 lakh per day. So the question that can be framed from this is that according to a recent data, what is the current rate of providing the functional household tap connection under the Jal Jeevan Mission? It is 1 lakh per day. So guys, that was all about the Jal Jeevan Mission. If you like the video, you can subscribe to our channel, share it with your friends and give a thumbs up. So guys, that's all from my side. I'm your mentor V now, signing off.